student again. So before this video we have studied acid rain and global warming. So now next very important part, that is the particulate pollutant, that is PP, particulate pollutant. So what are the particulate pollutant, what is their effect, okay, that we will see in this video. So now, as you know very well that the minute solid particles, what is the particulate pollutant? So particulate pollutants are the minute solid particles or liquid droplets in the air. Solid particles, or that may be liquid, they are in a minutely present in the air. So that is, these are the minute solid particles or liquid droplets in the air. So these are present in vehicle emissions. So these solid or liquid small particulates or droplets in the air, how it is released? It is released from the vehicle emissions, smoke particles, then from fires, okay, when the any building or any thing get fire, so fire brigades, so they dissolve that fire which has been due to the different process that is taking place. So that fire brigade is used, so that if the fire is there, so they can also eliminate or they can release the particulate pollutant, dust particles, ash from the industries. Okay, so dust particles, you know that we, due to the other human activities, so many dust particles are to be released. So if the building is going to be built up, so the cement material, so that is the this grinding of the silica, वाळू ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. So due to that many dust particles is to be released in the atmosphere, that causes the particulate pollutant, right? So what is the particulate pollutant? So these are the very minute solid particles or the liquid particles, okay, or they are in droplets in the air, droplets, different type of drops are present in the air. So this is the particulate pollutant. So these particulate pollutants are released or liberated in the atmosphere due to the vehicle emissions or smoke particles, so that is cigarette, okay, smoking of cigarette, so these dust particles are there. Then from the fires, and then ash from the industries. So you know that this is the modern world and different type of industries are there, so they also release the ash, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो धुकं, धूर, ash, that ash is released from the different industries, so that is the particulate pollutant. So this particulate pollutant is much more nowadays in the atmosphere, that causes the many effects that we have to study. So now what are the particulate pollutants? So first is the smoke particulate. Okay, so this smoke particulate, it consists of the solid or a mixture of solid and liquid particles formed during the combustion of organic matter. Okay, when any organic matter is burned, when any organic matter is burned, smoke is released, that is cigarette. Example, cigarette smoke, smoke from burning of fossil fuels, ज्याला आपण वेगवेगळ्या जंगलामध्ये जीवाश्म इंधन जे आहे, किंवा आपण इथं जे ऑटोमोबाईल्समध्ये फॉसिल फ्युल्स इज बर्न, फॉसिल फ्युल्स इज कंबस्ट. सो वेन दिस combustion of the fossil fuels or due to the burning of the fossil fuels, so what happened? So the smoke particulates is to be released. So then garbage and dry leaves, garbage, so there are different garbage collectors, ज्याला आपण कचरा म्हणतो, garbage in the sense कचरा. So from that garbage this smoke particulates is to be produced. So then next is from the dry leaves. You know that in the month of February to March, the leaves of the plant get separated from their plants, so that is due to the natural phenomena. So hence these dry leaves are also causes the smoke particulates. So this is also a pollutant, right? Okay, so smoke particulates, what they consist? So smoke particulate consist of the solid or the mixture of the solid and liquid particulates formed during the combustion of organic matter. Example are the cigarette smoke. That cigarette contains the organic material, that is the carbon, no doubt. Then smoke from burning of fossil fuels. So burning of the fossil fuels, so smoke particulates are to be released, then the garbage and the dry leaves from the plants. So that is the smoke particulate. Okay, so now next is the dust. You know the dust. Okay, so it is composed of fine solid particles. And how it is produced? It is produced due to the crushing, due to the grinding of the solid material. Okay, so when we crush the any material, so dust particles is to be released in the atmosphere. Grinding of solid material. Okay, grinding, okay, grinding of the solid material. Then sand from the sand blasting, sand blasting. So this sand is to be again grinded in many industries for very minute material of the sand. So therefore this dust material is to be released in the air. So then sawdust from the woodworks. So we know that before this century, we can say up to 1950 to 1960, the houses generally from the wood, built up from the wood. Nowadays also, if you go to the Assam, if you go to the Kerala, if you go to some region of this Odisha, so there you'll see that houses have been built up from the wood. So for that purpose, different type of plant should be used. So from the plant, if the wood is required, so that is to be damaged. So from that woodworks, so dust particle is to be released in the atmosphere. So cement in the coal industries, you know that. So different type of dust material is to be released from the coal industries, from the cement, fly ash from the factories. Okay, so this is regarding the particulate pollutant. So B is the dust, smoke particles, then dust particles. So from where the dust particle is to be released in the atmosphere, that we have studied. Now is the mist. So mist, it is produced by the particles of spray liquid and by the condensation of vapors in the air. Okay, so why this is released? It is produced by the particles of the spray liquid. So we use the spray liquid for our domestic purposes. So this spray liquid and by the condensation of vapors in the air. Okay, when the condensation takes place in the air, so this mist is to be produced. For example, so this H2SO4, sulfuric acid mist, and herbicides and insecticides that miss their targets and travel through the air and form the mist. So you see that in many seasons also, nowadays also, in the rainy season also, sulfuric acid H2SO4 is released in the air. So that also produce this mist. Okay, so that, for example, here again sulfuric acid mist, herbicides and insecticides that miss their targets and travel through the air. So this is the mist. Okay, so now next is the fumes. Fumes, in Marathi it is called as dhur. So it is obtained by the condensation of vapors during the sublimation. Sublimation. So you know that मराठीमध्ये जर आपण कापूर म्हणतो, so कापराचं sublimation, so it directly converted into the vapors without converted into the liquid. The solid which is directly converted into the vapor form without converted into the solid form, that is the sublimation. So many sublimation process are occur in the laboratories or in a natural way in day-to-day life also. So due to the sublimation, this fumes are to be produced. Then during the distillation, so you know that any liquid is heated at its boiling point and directly converted into the vapor. That vapors are again cooled and converted into the liquid. So this is the distillation process, ज्याला मराठीत उध्वपातन म्हणतो. So due to the distillation also many fumes has to be released. Then boiling point also, okay, any liquid is to be heated at its boiling point, so many fumes is to be released in the atmosphere. And again other chemical processes or reactions, many chemical reactions release the fumes in the atmosphere, right? Okay, so this is regarding the fumes. So this fumes is one of the particulate pollutant, keep in mind. Now next is the smog, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो fumes आणि mist mixture. So this is the, you can say that is the smog, okay. So smog, it is of two types. So that is the classical smog and photochemical smog. Smog are of two types, classical smog and photochemical smog. What is mean by this classical smog? So this classical smog is generally occur in the cool humidity. थंड ज्यावेळेस बाष्प असतो, cool humidity, thanda bashpa. So in the cool humidity, so this classical smog is to be produced. So it is actually a mixture of smoke, fog and sulfur dioxide gas. Okay, this classical smog is a mixture of this smoke, this fog and SO2. धुरकी ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, fog म्हणजे धुरकी, and smoke. Smoke, what is the smoke? We have already written here, so that is the dhur. Okay, so smoke, fog and SO2 is the classical smog. And so this classical smog is also called as the reducing smog. This is also called as the reducing smog. Keep in mind, classical smog is also called as reducing smog. So what does it contain? It contains the smoke, it contains the sulfur dioxide gas and fog, and it is called as the reducing smog, right? Okay, so next is the photochemical smog. So classical smog and photochemical smog. Classical smog is occur generally during the climate that is cool humidity, whereas this photochemical smog is occur in the warm and dry season and sunny climate, warm, dry and sunny climate. And so this classical smog is the cool humid climate, cool humid thanda. But here, so photochemical smog, it occur in the warm, garam, warm, dry and sunny climate. So this is produced by the action of the sunlight. When sunlight is get action over the unsaturated compounds or hydrocarbons, unsaturated hydrocarbons, and nitrogen dioxide produced by the automobiles and factories. So keep in mind, photochemical smog contains generally the nitrogen oxide. Okay, how the photochemical smog is to be produced in the atmosphere? So when the sunlight get action over the unsaturated hydrocarbon, that is propene, unsaturated hydrocarbon, propyne, that is double bonded compound, triple bonded compound. So when such a compounds get action over the sunlight, there is a formation of the nitrogen dioxide or nitrogen oxide produced, so that is unsaturated hydrocarbons. So this, when sunlight is get action over the unsaturated compound, so photochemical smog is produced. Okay, so photochemical smogs are generally the nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide. So these are the photochemical smogs generally. Okay, so now this nitrogen oxide is produced by the automobiles and industries. nitrogen oxide photochemical smog is produced by the these automobiles and factories. It contains the concentration of oxidizing agents, so therefore they are also called as the oxidizing smog. Okay, reducing smog and oxidizing smog. Reducing smog is the classical smog, whereas oxidizing smog is the photochemical smog. Photochemical smog is also called as oxidizing smog. Why it is called as oxidizing smog? Because it is act as an oxidizing agent. So photochemical smog, nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide, they are called as generally the photochemical smog. These photochemical smogs are act as a oxidizing agent, so therefore they are called as the oxidizing smog, right? Okay, so now how the formation of photochemical smog takes place. So as you know that nitrogen dioxide, when it is heated at high temperature, so that is, this is the photochemical reaction. So this is the number of photons, number of pockets of bundles of photons, that is the sunlight is produced. So therefore when the nitrogen gas is heated with the sunlight, there is a formation of nitrogen oxide and the oxygen, right? So this oxygen is released, so again this oxygen is combined with the air O2 molecule, so oxygen atom, so oxygen gaseous atom, so that is reacted with the oxygen from the atmosphere and they produce the ozone. Now this nitrogen oxide is reacted with the ozone and there is a formation of nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas is released. So therefore this nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide, generally these are the photochemical smog. So keep in mind, so nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide, these are the photochemical smog pollutant. Okay, so that is the particulate pollutant. So hence this formation of photochemical smog we have studied. So therefore how the nitrogen oxide is produced? When this nitrogen dioxide is heated, it produces the nitrogen oxide and this oxygen is released. This oxygen react with the O2 in the air and produce the ozone. That ozone again react with the nitrogen oxide to produce nitrogen dioxide. So therefore nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide are generally the photochemical smog. Which of the gases contain the photochemical smog? So nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide are the gases which generally contain the photochemical smog, right? Okay. So now what is the effect of the photochemical smog? So that we have to study, and how it is to be controlled. These are the two main important points, how the photochemical smog get affected on the environment and how it is to be controlled. Okay, so this effect of the photochemical smog. So the common component of photochemical smogs are, what are that? Ozone, formaldehyde, nitrogen oxide, PAN. So this PAN, that is called as the peroxyacetyl nitrate. What is mean by PAN? Peroxyacetyl nitrate, that is called as the PAN. So photochemical smog generally what it contains? First ozone, it contains the nitrogen oxide, it contains the formaldehyde, it contains the peroxyacetyl nitrate, that is the PAN. Okay, so that is written here. So this again this acrolein. What is the acrolein? So acrolein is nothing but the acraldehyde. So that is the CH2 double bond CHCHO. Okay, so this is the vinyl aldehyde. Okay, so this is also called as the acraldehyde. यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो? Acraldehyde. Okay, this is called as the acraldehyde. So this acraldehyde, the common component of photochemical smog, is also the contamination. So therefore photochemical smog contain what? First ozone, nitrogen oxide, nitrogen dioxide, acrolein, formaldehyde, PAN, that is the peroxyacetyl nitrate. So these are the photochemical smog, and more concentration or more percentage of nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide is generally than other things which is present in the photochemical smog. No doubt these are the material, or these are the compounds which contain the photochemical smog. So what is their effect? So this ozone, high concentration causes, so this ozone, so ozone and PAN act as a powerful eye irritant. Keep in mind, ozone and PAN is act as an eye irritant. So you have already experienced this thing when you go to the Wazirabad, or when you go to the what we can say to the Monda. What will happen? Different type of PAN is the guard of this atmosphere, that is the PAN and the ozone atmosphere will be there, some material, some part, no doubt. Then nitrogen oxide or nitrogen dioxides are there. So generally the PAN and the ozone are the eye irritant. So when they enter into our eye, so our eye get irritant. So that is, this ozone and this PAN is act as a powerful eye irritant. Then this ozone and nitrogen oxide also irritate our nose, right? When we inhale this air, at that time the nitrogen oxide which is present in the atmosphere, that get enter, and so therefore due to that our nose get irritate. So therefore this ozone and nitrogen oxide irritate the nose and throat, and their high concentration causes the headache and the chest pain also. Okay, if the high concentration of this nitrogen oxide and the ozone is inhaled, so therefore chest pain maybe takes place, nose get irritated due to that, and as well as this high concentration also causes the headache also, right? Okay, so next effect is photochemical smog leads to the cracking of rubber. It also causes the corrosion of the metal and the stones. Okay, so therefore in the building material we use the different type of stone. So after 20 years or after 25 years our stone get corroded due to the absorption of this nitrogen dioxide, due to absorption of PAN, due to absorption of this ozone, right? Okay, so therefore corrosion of the metals, then this cracking of the rubber get cracked. Okay, so that get cracked due to the presence of this nitrogen oxide or the ozone, corrosion of the metal, stones, and then control of photo. These are the effects. Okay, so what are their effects that we have studied. So now after studying the effect, how it is to be controlled, this photochemical smog, nitrogen oxide, nitrogen dioxide, PAN, acraldehyde, formaldehyde, ozone, these are the photochemical smog. So this photochemical smog can be controlled by the two ways. First, see, so this catalytic converter is used in the automobile, which prevent the release of the nitrogen oxide and hydrocarbon, right? Okay, so therefore from the automobile fuels, this nitrogen oxide gas is released, different type of hydrocarbon is released. So to stop this release of nitrogen oxide and this hydrocarbon, catalytic inverter is to be used. So this catalytic inverter is controlled to release of the nitrogen oxide and the hydrocarbon from the automobile fuels. So this is one of the control of the photochemical smog. Second is the plantation of pinus tree. त्याला देववृक्ष म्हणतो है ना, देवधर वृक्ष. The plantation of pyrus tree, if we increases in the atmosphere, then they metabolize the nitrogen oxide which is released due to these human activities as well as due to this artificial activities. So therefore photochemical smog can be controlled by two ways. First, catalytic inverter is used in the automobile. Second, plantation of the pyrus trees or pinus trees which can metabolize the nitrogen oxide which is released in the atmosphere, so that control the photochemical smog, right? Okay, so this is regarding the particulate pollutant. So generally question is asked in the exam, so which of the following gases are generally present in the photochemical smog? So what are that? Nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide. And second thing is, what is the composition of the photochemical smog. Photochemical smog contain acrolein, then pan, then formaldehyde, then nitrogen oxide, nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so this is the composition of the photochemical smog. Okay, so then this material, that is the smoke particulate, dust particulates, mist contain what, fumes is obtained. How the fumes is obtained? By the different chemical process, sublimation, boiling, distillation. Okay, so this is obtained by the mist. Okay, so this you revise, you write all these things in your notebook, you read it and then you recall it, then you can easily understand the photochemical smog. One question maybe arises on this photochemical smog, right? Okay, so after this we will see the stratospheric pollution after this video. Thank you.